Jump aboard the crazy train with two lifelong Ozzy fans who will bring you two unique perspectives on his legendary career. Diary of the Madmen, the ultimate Ozzy podcast, discusses all things Ozzy and all things Ozzy related.
We will discuss all of the albums from all of the eras. We will talk tours, Ozfest, reunions, and more. We will put albums against each other in battles to determine the ultimate Ozzy albums. Also, we will have special guests along the way. As a bonus, we will also be discussing Ozzy-related artists such as Randy Rhoads, Zakk Wylde, Jakey Lee, Bob Daisley, and of course, Black Sabbath, among others. Go flying high again with us and hit that subscribe button now. My name is Dan Drago, and I am a lifelong Ozzy Osbourne fan. I first discovered Ozzy back in late 1981, right after the release of Diary of a Madman. My older brother brought the album home, and it was a life-changing moment for him. He went and saw Ozzy in Phoenix, Arizona at the Arizona Veterans Memorial Coliseum on January 1st, 1982 on the Diary of a Madman tour, and he brought home the tour program. And I remember specifically waking up the next morning and just being mesmerized by the pictures and just the amazing image of Ozzy. And then the music, of course, I'd already been familiar with. The first time I saw Ozzy was on the Ultimate Sin tour, also at Arizona Veterans Memorial Coliseum. And that would have been in 1986 with Metallica opening. It was a mind-blowing, amazing experience.
Hey, this is Josh Crum, and I'm a lifelong Ozzy fan. I started listening to Ozzy when I was about 13 years old. I started seriously listening to Ozzy. Before that, I had heard a few songs. I remember watching wrestling and seeing the Road Warriors come down with their spikes on their Harley Davidsons. Of course, they jammed Iron Man the whole way down to the ramp, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Then as I got a little older, my brother had a Black Sabbath cassette, and I heard the song NIB, and it just absolutely took me. But when it really went to the next level, when I really became the ultimate sinner, was when I heard Crazy Train. Heard that guitar riff. I wanted to be a guitar player after that. And it's all downhill from there. It was all Ozzy from there on out. Saw Ozzy for the first time at the legendary Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. That was on the Retirement Sucks tour. Changed my entire life.
It's interesting that we both got introduced to Ozzy by our older brothers. I never realized that about us.
Yeah. My brother's 5 years older than me, so he was always a little bit ahead of me with everything current and cool like that back then. But
yeah, my brother's also 5 years older than me. And, that was definitely the gateway, man, was him bringing home albums, not just Ozzy, of course, other bands too. And then he had older friends that I became friends with too. And it just really was like a gateway into heavy metal and the music that we love. It's amazing.
Absolutely. My brother took me to my first Ozzy concert. That was January the 12th, 1996. And, man, after seeing him live, it really went to a whole new level.
So I wasn't allowed to go see Ozzy until the 86 show, which was May 20th, 1986 out here in Phoenix. And true story, this is my first concert. Of course, both of my brothers took me. I have two older brothers, but I had my hand on my shoulder of my oldest brother. I was right behind him. Show starts, curtains drop, and Bark at the Moon starts, right? Ozzy comes out with Bark at the Moon to start the show. And my brother makes a beeline to the rows right in front of me and just starts kicking the shit out of this guy that was right in front of us. It was just a mind-boggling, it's a memory that I'll always have in my mind. And by the time the solo was on, he was standing back in front of me, headbanging with me. It was just insane.
Absolutely. Retirement Sucks tour, he opened up with Paranoid, of course. And it's very similar. For me, they had the kabuki curtain. And when the drums kicked in and the bass kicked in, the curtain drops. I literally teared up. Couldn't believe I was actually seeing the man. And, for a second, you actually question, is it really him?
Right. Right.
And you just have that awesome moment of realization that is the man. He's right there in front of you, But for more stories like this and then some, tune in every week.
Yeah, this is not only for the diehard fan. This is going to be for the casual Ozzy and hard rock fan. Get your metal fix, your Ozzy Osbourne fix right here on the Ultimate Ozzy Osbourne Podcast.
Brought to you by Bods Mayhem Hour. Rock and roll!